Nick 11 Tanglewood. The recent shooting on the edge of my neighborhood near the university has brought home to me this issue that you answered in writing about the SF6 limitation of the number of unrelated people living in a house in a single-family neighborhood. And we got a pretty straight support statement from Sean in writing, but Ryan's and Lisa's was less clear. And so I'd like to know where you stand on the two unrelated people and whether enforcement and the enforcement department, the code enforcement department, would be something that you would support and continue to fund.
Okay, great question. I think we start back over with Lisa, if you want to.
Sure, just so the members of the audience know what my advocacy was in that write-up. I support affordable housing so that all citizens can own a home or condominium in San Marcos. In regards to SF6 zoning, I believe in general it is a good policy, but blindly applying it does not work. Neighborhood zoning should be decided by consensus of all property owners in a neighborhood through an open forum. And I would support a council person. I believe in bottom-up government. In other words, everybody's voice, and a neighborhood association, after all, knows what works best. So I believe my advocacy is pretty clear that I support the integrity of the neighborhoods. This is an issue I've been discussing for over 2 decades, neighborhood integrity. In fact, there are people here, there are people from CONA that trained me as a student on how to file open records requests. CONA has been a mentoring organization for me for 2 decades, and as a result, that has helped me learn how to communicate and learn what these issues are. But all in all, communication is key when it comes to controversial issues like this, and I have faith as a leader I would have an open ear.
Thank you, Lisa. Sean, are you prepared with an answer on that?
I'm just going to read what I wrote and how I addressed that. Is I strongly support that particular limitation. You know, buying a home is a huge investment, and this limitation should help protect your investment by keeping your neighborhood mostly free from rambunctious behavior, heavy parking and traffic flow, disruptive noise, and parties. If neighborhoods were more free of these issues, then property values may increase or stay at a healthy level. Unfortunately, this is not what is happening currently in our neighborhoods. I feel that there needs to be some sort of oversight with realtors and real estate management companies who knowingly rent houses to people who are not in compliance with these limitations.
Okay, thank you. Good answer. Ryan.
I don't have mine in front of me, but I believe in my 100 words or less, something to the tune of, oh, cool, you know, that single family zoning should absolutely be respected, and we need, as a fully functional community, we need single family zoning, we need multi-family zoning, we need commercial, it needs to be some neighborhood commercial, some community commercial, we need industrial, we need light industrial, we need every single one of them, and they all need to flow properly. And I've lived in many different areas, and I don't think you should have them mixed. It's gotten mixed up throughout the past 100 years to the point where there's some areas that are unquestionably getting out of control. But I do support single-family zoning. You can't have a community without it, but you can't have a community without all of the others also. I don't think so. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you very much. Next question from the audience. All right, we have one man here. Come just stand right behind you. You'll be very much the next person. Your name and address, please.
My name is Rob Rourke. I live at 1804 on Hunter Road here in San Marcos. Yes, I'm a citizen. Mr. Maycock, you made a statement earlier about not being able to see all of the area of San Marcos. With 40,000 citizens and about 30,000 students now. I'm not so sure we're real huge, but we have made a lot of additions to the city in the past few years that have spread us out a lot more. And one of the things of San Marcos is the neighborhoods and the community and the sense of community, and that's why a lot of people come here to live. And what I want to address, or what I want the candidates to address, is how they see in the next 5 to 10 years, how can we keep that sense of community together, and if you can answer to that, please.
Okay, and Sean, your justification, you had to start that.
As I was mentioning earlier about single member districting, I don't think a lot of people are familiar with that term. Right now, every council member is an at-large system to where you represent every single citizen in San Marcos. And if we were able to switch to a single-member district, we're able to, with the fair lines, cut San Marcos up evenly to where you would have to live in that certain district to be able to run for city council in that district. I think that is the best way to fairly represent people in San Marcos. That way everybody knows who their council member is, how to get a hold of them, where they live, and that they live on the same part of town that they do. And the more up to speed with the issues that are going on, the problems and concerns that those neighborhoods are facing, as compared to a council member who may live on the other side of town.
Okay, thank you. Ryan?
Well, I do agree to some extent. You see areas where you seem to be losing a sense of community, and it would be nice if we could drum up more involvement. And I can't give you a great answer as to how you get more involvement anywhere. I will say this in response: there's never, ever going to be a chance that I support single-member districts. I think it makes people way too biased towards their quadrant, as opposed to, since you legislate over the entire city, I think you should have to answer to the entire city.
My three main issues in this campaign are smart growth, environmental stewardship, and balanced budgets. With smart growth, not only will the downtown flourish, but so will the south side. This means that we have commerce in the core of the city. People are not reliable upon means of transportation to get to the outlet mall or get to the Target to go do the shopping. We can walk or ride our bikes. It also enhances the perception of our city. Through environmental stewardship, we ensure that we have quality water and availability of water. And finally, with balanced budgets, we know that that money is going towards what is good for the citizens, not what is good for special interest groups. And for that reason, I feel that not only am I the most experienced candidate, but I have the most panoramic vision for San Marcos. And I hope that you elect me as your representative when it comes down to election this November 3rd.
Okay, thank you. I think all the candidates got an answer on that question, is that right?